Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing? And welcome back to my weekly predictions. This is my championship predictions round one. Just a disclaimer, I do not have anything to base these predictions on. It will be easier for me to predict next week, when teams have won, teams have picked up points, and I've slightly better knowledge of which way to go, who to back, who I think will win. But give me a chance and we will see where it goes. And let's start off with the matches on Friday night, starting with Preston North End against Sheffield United. Now, Sheffield United got relegated from the Premier League. They are starting on -2 points and they need to start off with a win. A win will do nicely, of course, for Sheffield United. As for Preston North End, they always seem to be mid-table. And as I said in my predictions, they always seem to be punching above their weight, if you get what I mean. Sheffield United have done some business, but again, will they be restricted to business with the -2 and stuff? I think I'm going to back Sheffield United to get the point on the board. They will win, but they'll only get a point on the board because they're on -2. If you get what I mean. But yeah, Preston North End 1, Sheffield United 2. Next up then, Blackburn Rovers against Derby County. The new boys are Derby County, newly promoted. Obviously, the last time they were in the Championship, they had Wayne Rooney in charge. They got relegated because of points deductions, etc. This is a tough one. Look, I'm not too sure whether Sammy Smodics will be at Blackburn at this point or whether he will play. If he plays, then I don't see. Then I see Blackburn winning, if you get what I mean. But will he be there? Will he not? I'm going to back a draw, actually. Derby County to pick up their third point of the season. Blackburn Rovers 1, Derby County 1. Next up is Cardiff City against Sunderland. Cardiff City, again, they're, as I say, I don't know what to think of Cardiff City. But last season, you talk about Sunderland, they were almost on autopilot last season, towards the end of the season. What do I think of this one then? I think I'm going to back Sunderland, actually. Sunderland to pick up a win. Cardiff City 1, Sunderland 2. And the next match is Queen's Park Rangers against West Bromwich Albion. Now, Queen's Park Rangers, you've got to back to improve, haven't you? And I think they will improve. Share your thoughts. They are up against West Bromwich Albion, who will have that pressure on them, will want to get into the playoffs, but they have had that restriction from the Championship, and they have signed a few loan players, but it's tough, isn't it? They've signed a few players like Lewis Dobbin, but on loan. I'm actually going to back Queen's Park Rangers to win this one. Queen's Park Rangers 2, West Bromwich Albion 0. And the next match, Middlesbrough against Swansea City. What cost Middlesbrough of a playoff finish last season was a slow start if they want to get playoffs this season, then they have to start fast. Because basically, a slow start cost them, really. But you talk about Middlesbrough, and you'd expect them to be in and around the playoffs. As for Swansea City, then, as I said in my predictions, they're a team who you look at their transfer business, you expect them to do well, and they always seem to flop. I'm going to back Middlesbrough to win. Middlesbrough 2, Swansea City 0, and next up is Leeds United against Portsmouth. This is an interesting one. Leeds United, you've got to make the favourites. Portsmouth are... it doesn't get much trickier for Portsmouth. A newly promoted side playing the favourites in of the league, and it's a question of how many, to be fair, for me. I'm going to back Leeds United 3, Portsmouth 0, and next up it's Millwall against Watford. Millwall are an interesting one, aren't they? I think they've got Neil Harris in charge. They ended last season quite well, but I think it's tough with Millwall, isn't it? Really quickly, while I'm on the topic of Millwall, I'm sad to hear that their goalkeeper died earlier on in the summer, and my condolences go out to everyone involved and around him. They are up against, as I say, Watford, who look... Watford are a team who, again, are a bit like Swansea, aren't they? We're a bit like Stoke. We'll talk about Stoke in a bit, but Tom Cleverley is the gaffer. How long will he be in charge for? I think they might drop down the table a bit, Watford, but I'm going to back Millwall, actually. Millwall 2, Watford 1. And next up, Oxford United against Norwich City. Oxford United looked at the favourites to get relegated. Newly promoted team against a favourite for the playoffs. And you've got to back Norwich City. And as I say, it's about how many goals they will get. I think it will be 3. Oxford United 0, Norwich City 3. Share your thoughts on that one. Next up is Stoke City against Coventry City. And as I say, Stoke City are another team who you look at the transfer business, you think they will do well, but they always seem to flop in the Championship, and they have been quite underwhelming. They are up against Coventry City, who again have got to be favourites for the playoffs. I'm going to back Coventry City for this one. Stoke City 0, Coventry City 2, and next up you've got Hull City against Bristol City. I think Bristol City will need to improve this season. And I'm seeing a few people saying that they might climb the table. I think they could easily climb the table, and they have signed a few good players. While Hull have lost players, haven't they? They've lost Jacob Greaves, they've lost Jaden Philogene. However, I think this match might finish in a draw. Hull City 1, Bristol City 1. And next up, you've got Sheffield Wednesday against Plymouth Argyle. Again, the main question is for Plymouth Argyle, how long will Wayne Rooney be there? And will Wayne Rooney get off to a slow start? Because if he does, then I can't see him being there until before. I can't see him being there by Christmas, by Halloween. Sheffield Wednesday, So have got Danny Rowell in charge and think they will be looking up the table this season. And I'm going to back Sheffield Wednesday, actually. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Plymouth Argyle 1. And finally, we have Luton Town against Burnley. Two newly relegated sides from the Premier League battling it out on the first match. And as I say, it's a tough one. One of these teams, well, at least one of them will end up with, won't end up picking up a win. Who will it be? Well, Luton are the home team. Kenilworth Road will have to be a fortress if they want to get the playoffs again, if they want to get automatics, maybe. But I think I'm going to back Burnley, with them being the stronger team, with them having the better manager, in my opinion, and with them having the better players. I'm going to go Luton Town 1, Burnley 2. Certainly do share your thoughts, and I will be filming another video in a minute predicting League 1 and League 2 fixtures, which will be out later on. Thank you everyone for watching. Enjoy the Championship this weekend. And here's to another mad season. All the best. And yeah, I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak to you in a bit. Thank you.